welcome to another episode of State of Smite. What is wrong with me? What league is this anyway? I was looking at images for State of Smite, but thank you for joining me, you all. We're going to be looking at this match in which people will be playing, and right off the bat, we already have a DC. That is truly unfortunate. So, your job as the viewer of this game is to try and establish what league these guys are in based upon the gameplay and the, the style of all this good stuff. So maybe it'll be a short game because there's a disconnect right off the bat. Hopefully he'll load in, and then everybody will be happy. But let's go over what we got for team order. We have Bacchus in the support lane. We have Thor in the, I'd say maybe ADC. He's got a heavy hammer start. This seems interesting. We definitely have a Nemesis jungle. And Apollo going over to the duo. Nope, maybe solo. Not sure. And Agni in the mid. Yeah, normalcy. Over on the Chaos side, we have Uul in the duo lane. Giannis mid lane. Serket in the jungle. Shock in the solo role. And then Geb in the support role. So, looks like where everybody's getting out to their things. And yes, we did have Geb load in, so it is a 5-on-5. That's fantastic. And we're going to be off. So, we have, looks like an ADC Thor with heavy hammer. Not sure what to say about that. We'll see if it works out for them in the end. Looks like over here on the duo side, or on the mid side where they're going to be taking mid harpies, we have Serket hiding out in the bushes. Looks like she definitely wants to get something on. Is she going to jump in and try and hog, possibly go from behind? Also have Shock following a little bit farther behind. I don't know if she's checking for an invade or looking to invade herself. There she goes. In she goes. Throws down the hog and jumps away. That was a nice steal there by the Serket, immediately taking it away from the solo laners there, as we do have Apollo in the solo lane. Shock starting up the blue buff, and this is going to be a pretty nice start for that Serket. They're going to hit level 2. Well, she's going to hit level 2 pretty quick right now, and then they're going to be able to push this solo. She's going to go back for her move speed and go off into the jungle. So, interesting start there, putting the Chaos Order team there a little bit behind. And over in the mid lane, all things normal because, Giannis is just a smidge ahead of this Agni. Now that stole had happened, the stoledness. Stoledness is the best thing. Oh, Shock's going to be going for that. We don't have Serket. No, Serket's got she's got the Bumbas. She's definitely jungle. Serket's not going to go in the solo with the Bumbas. But they're going to go ahead and take their move speed, probably give that off to Serket. She's going to go back over to solo? Yes. Yes, she is. I want to see how that heavy hammer starts working out over here. We got the Thor and the Bacchus just kind of ticking away. They are actually pushing back the duo Uller and Geb, so an interesting time there. Pushing the waves up pretty well. I think Bacchus is spending a lot of his time also helping to clear the wave. Not just trying to zone Uller, focusing Bacchus down there a little bit some. Thor coming in from the side, using Berserker Barrage. Geb knocking them up. Uller landing a few shots on top of them. Bacchus jumping on in. Will there be a Tectonic Rift? Not quite. There won't be a stun because the Geb shield is overpowered. Nobody has died quite yet, which is good. It's a minute and 49 in. The junglers have gone off into their respective jungle, both actually rotating over here to the duo lane. Nemesis looking for something to happen. Serket over there at the small harpies. If they get the Uller to come out, here goes the Nemesis. She's going in, level 3. There's the slice and dice. They're going to get a kill on this Geb pretty easily. There it is. The kill is going to go to the Thor, in fact. And then the Nemesis skates on out of there. We did have a kill in mid. It looks like Serket jumped in the mid. Let's back up and check that out real fast. Agni looking pretty confident here. Up ahead. Gets the flame wave off on Giannis. Does Path of Flames. Does he have a stun to hit it off with? Not quite. One more shot. He would get the kill. He's chasing. He really wants that kill. Oh, the Giannis lands the unstable vortex, and the Serket goes in there and just does a quick 1-2-1, and will land that Agni quite dead. The greed is real from the Agni in the mid lane. He's going to be picking up those boots, so hopefully he can chase down that Giannis faster next time and actually get the kill instead of derping it up and not getting anything done. But that's okay. Bacchus looking for a jump over here on. Ooh, there's the belly flop into the Thor hammer, the Berserker Barrage. There's the Tectonic Rift. Not going to follow up on that. Instead, Serket's going to come in from behind, land some 2s and 1s. some madness. And what is her dash called? Her number 1. Can't remember. It has something to do with dashing because she does plenty of dashing and jumping all around. But that is that. Nemesis coming over here now. Looks like she wants to ult on top of the Ull. The shield is used in preparation for that, so she will just back off 2 in the mid lane. Nemesis is having a good time, kind of following up on the Cirquette. But over in mid, they're going to be going for the mid Harpies. Bacchus lagging far behind the mid camp rotations. Nemesis also coming over there. Definitely going to miss these mid camps. Yep, they are gone already. Bacchus and Nemesis going to be quite disappointed when they get there. Agni going to take this right side mid camp just fine by himself. He might not get that second one, though, as the poor... Ooh, he will just disengage. Looking for a fight over here, though. Bacchus belly flopping in, looking for the stun. Cirquette going to dash on away there. And Giannis leading the charge. Yep, the 2s and 1s analysis is just hardcore. Ooh, Apollo is not taking kindly to this solo lane. Shock wanting to go pretty deep. He's going to start taking tower damage in just a second if he doesn't get out of that aggro range, which he did. Apollo going to pop a pot. Call it a day. Shock's got the upper hand on him right now, though. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. He's only got boots 1. Apollo's got that lifesteal, so if Apollo can lifesteal off the wave some, he can stay in, but we just have some zoning out right now. Shock going to be just keeping him out of level range, getting no experience for those minions killing each other. As he does have to pretty much be just about melee range. It's usually like he's currently definitely out of experience range. He really needs to do something. Sitting here and letting these minions kill each other is not going to help him. And there goes a kill. And Apollo's almost dead. Almost dead. But who did die there? It was the Nemesis. It looked like they attempted a gank on the mid, and it didn't work out. Instead, the Agni's going to possibly die right now with the unstable vortex. Is going to land him quite dead. Shock going to go over here and steal the blue buff. Very nice pushing and positioning. Now he gets a free gift from that. He can throw down that X and spin it around awesomely to take all the damage and give all the damage. Is he going to use his hog on this? No, it doesn't look like he will. He looks like he's probably saving it. Nope, doesn't even need it. Apollo coming in. But they're not going to be able to do anything about it. Giannis rotating over as per norm. Nemesis going to be going back to the mid lane to cover that. While Cirquette goes and drops the blue buff for Shock that he doesn't need, as it is. Giannis probably going to take that and head on into the mid lane. Giving the extra blue to the Giannis. Nice teamwork, nice teamwork. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. So your job as the viewer is to figure out what league they're in, based upon their play. Based upon their play. Thor going in, spinning around, clearing out the wave pretty easily. Bacchus looking for the back harpies, not quite. Agni wants that red buff. Nemesis is going to go over there and help him take it. Oh, sorry, it's already down. And he does have it. The rotations have been pretty good all around, I'd say. Map awareness seems to be pretty good, too. Bacchus is going to be going over here. We'll see how map awareness is when Uller and Geb over here on this side, if they can see the Bacchus that they don't have any wards for. There's the Thor hammer, not going to land too much in the way of damage, as Thor does have boots too, still holding on to that heavy hammer instead of going into the full-out Frostbound. Cirquette getting the left camps straight away, all by herself, going to get plenty of experience with that, going to keep her lead going up, up, up. Welt's Nemesis rotating over to the right lanes, the stun landing on top of Cirquette, the flame wave also hitting. Will Cirquette be able to land the kill? There's the dash. The ultimate from Nemesis lands on the Cirquette. Agni dashes away. Will Nemesis be able to clean that up? Not quite. The ultimate from Giannis is going to miss. There's the bombs from Agni. Going to de-aggro that while Giannis tries to throw out a portal under them, but instead it lands on the wall, and he does walk through it. Agni looking to get killed in the mid lane because he wants to overstay his welcome. But Shock kind of roaming around here in the jungle, throwing down a ward, making sure he covers his own ass, because that is what you need to do when you're in sport or in solo. Please ward your solo lane. That is just, it's like a requirement. You as a solo are responsible for your own safety. There is no lifeguard on duty. Please do not ask there to be one, because we do not have the manpower to accommodate you. Dual lane's handling pretty good. In fact, Thor's only one level behind Ull, which is not too bad. Box jumping on in there, looking for the stun on top of Uller, but the shield is going to come out and save him from that kind of recompense. Well, Giannis looking for the left mid camps, maybe? I don't know what he's doing. He's just kind of roaming around, looking for an opportunity. But over here in the left lane, there's still got a lot of fighting going on. Ull's putting out a lot of damage on the Bacchus. Bacchus taking a full-on rollout. There comes the flop. The ultimate from Geb. The ultimate from Bacchus. Thor going to go up into the air. Giannis there. Giannis gets the kill on the Bacchus, and Thor is going to ult on back to his tower as it is just a little too hot in that oven for him to handle. Looks like the Apollo died in the right lane yet again. Let's back up, see if we can see that real quick. Apollo under tower. There it is. Use the mesmerize, try and stay alive, but he does get back under tower. Makes it there successfully. Does he opt to back or did he die? So Serket pretending to run away, coming back. Minions under tower. There comes the Serket. She's going to land one madness. The shock. There it is. Shock lands it. The X is spot on. Pretty easy to do though when Serket has already landed her madness. Giannis looking for a backdoor on that Thor, wanting to get him dead, but instead Thor will be backing and make it out alive. Agni in the mid lane, getting a stun, 2 bombs. Is there a flame wave? Not quite. Serket is tower diving hard. He's not going to get the kill, and instead is going to take a shot and an ultimate from Giannis to the face. Unstable vortex is real. The stun is going to happen. Serket there. She lands the Magnus and gets the kill. Oh my goodness. Serket's playing hard to the paint. Currently 3-0. My god, I got the hiccups. It's just terrible. Nemesis over here in the solo. She's going on top of the shock, using the ultimate right now. She's going to be going hard. Landing the slice and dice. Just landing the auto attacks as well. The minions are getting in the way, and they're doing a ton of damage to her. Apollo coming in, lands, and will he get the kill? He does. Uses his So Beautiful to get the shock dead. That's going to help him out in that soul lane immensely, while Nemesis barely stays alive. Thank God they don't have a Nuwa on the other team, or else she would have been quite dead. Ooh. Over here in this duo, Thor getting some free farm, which is good for him. Caught up to Uller in the levels, so that's not horrible. Bacchus going over here to the left mids. We have a 3-man on the left mids, which 3 men from Geb ult blinking over, using his ultimate, using the lovely stun. And here comes the Bacchus with his ultimate as well. The stun looking for that there. Did they get a kill just now? I don't think so. Did they get... I didn't see it. It's a little difficult without the kill cards. Thor going up and coming back down. Looks like he didn't land on top of anybody, or Giannis beads it out. One of those two. The ultimate is real, and it lands on top of Thor. Thor backing up under his tower, but takes a Giannis... through space and time into the face. Bacchus still having a slap fight with Geb here in the jungle, and the taunts are real.
Your right tower is under attack.
Looks like Ull and Geb want to do that Gold Fury as the waves pushed up. Is there a Hog 3 on the other team? Yes, both Chaos and Order side have Hog 3s. Geb still looking. Chilling out there behind Gold Fury. Literally behind the Gold Fury. And it looks like we do have a kill over here on this right side. Ooh, I think they picked up the shock. They did, and they're working on the Agni goes down, and the Serket also goes down. I think Serket was the one that died. Nope, she was not the one that died in the mid there. But that is a lovely 2-for-1. Very nice trade for the Order side. They could be bringing this back now. Only down by 4 kills, but instead it looks like they could be down by 5 kills. B's being used by the Thor. He's going to be able to make it out of there. Ultimate being used by Geb. Catching the Bacchus out. Bacchus flops and makes it. Oh, the Tectonic Rift saved Bacchus' life. Oh, but the portal being used by Giannis. Will he be able to follow it up? He does. There it is. The kill for the Giannis. Barely gets it on top of the Bacchus in the duo lane. Nice play there by the Giannis. Understanding how far he can go through the walls when he uses his portal. Whew. It's going to be a tough, tall order right now for the Order team to bring it back against Chaos, because Serket 5-1. She's pretty farmed, as well as mid Giannis is 3-0. That is definitely not something you really want to have happen. 2 very strong gods getting quite a bit of farm and the lead. Looking at the gold difference, it's about a 2k gold difference. They're going hard on the Ull. Not going to be able to follow it up, but Thor's going up into the air. Is he going to be able to land on top? Lands it, gets the kill. Serket there, though, to clean up Thor with some Geb help. And now Nemesis in some trouble as Space and Time comes out. Bacchus coming here as fast as he can. Belly flop. Ultimate. Will he trade his own life for Nemesis? It looks like it could be very much a thing. Agni showing up at just the right time, landing the Path of Flames and the Flame Wave. Serket goes down. Will Bacchus be able to stay alive? Oh my goodness. Oh, the shockwave, not quite enough to kill him. Giannis almost dead. Serket going after Giannis. Or not Serket, Nemesis going after the Giannis. They're able to pick him up. He still wants that Bacchus so hard. Bacchus gonna finally try and leave now as Nemesis and Agni turn their attention towards Geb. The stun is not there, but the damage is. Nemesis looking for the kill. Shockwave happening. Nemesis still so close. The rollout. Oh, she's not gonna be able to follow that the rest of the way. They're just gonna have to disengage and fall back. Very nice play there by Chaos. Or sorry, by Team Order to bring that back. What was a very, very bad engagement turned into something rather good, and now they're trying for the Gold Fury, but Uller shows up in the wrong place at the wrong time, and there's the Tectonic Rift, the ultimate from the Nemesis. Uller already using his jump. Agni there. Does he have a Flame Wave or possibly a Path of Flames? Nope, won't be necessary. Thor's Tectonic, or Berserker Barrage will handle that. Bach's gonna head on back. I still don't think he's been back yet from that earlier engagement. Looks like he finally did. Now Serket wants to have a little bit of revenge on these guys over here in the duo. Thor doesn't even notice behind him that Serket's on his tail. Gets one madness. There's the dashes. Oh my god, that's so much damage from the Serket, but she will end up jumping out. Thor going up into the air. Oh my god, Space and Time hit the Nemesis. It did so much damage. Giannis looking to clean that up. Thor able to clean up the Serket. No, not quite. She's able to jump away. Giannis able to pick up the Nemesis, and Giannis uses his portals to get through the walls very far away, but it looks like it will cost him his own life as the box comes in there with the ultimate, and Flame Wave going to be able to pick that up. Very nice. Very nice. Serket made it away. Whew, that was quite a play. My goodness. Over here on the right side, though, Apollo. Let's check out the Apollo and Shock situation. Apollo only one level behind Shock. Let's check out the farm, though. 7,000 versus 6,800. So very, very minimal gold difference between the two. So Apollo holding his own over there. Looks like they are going to get the left mid camps between Bacchus and Agni. Serket looking for the right mid camps, but Agni has something else to say about that. Gonna leash them now. Serket jumping in. Flame Wave, bomb being used. Madness is happened. Looks like Serket got the mid camps. Agni trying to get away with his life, using his Aegis right now. There's the gas, but nothing to ignite it from, and Agni will go down to the poison from Serket. My goodness, that damage is extremely painful, as she will perish from that. Does Agni want to use his Mesmerize? Nope, just looking. There it is. Looking for the auto attacks. Very even trade right now. Agni not actually faring so well towards the end, but he is able to roll on out of there and be just fine. Thor landing on top of nobody over here in the duo lane, looking for the Geb, and there instead he's gonna die. That's truly, truly outrageous. Giannis coming over here. Nemesis turning on the Uller. Will they be able to get him before the Giannis shows up? There's the portal. Did Uller did not survive that, I do not think. No, he did go down. I wasn't sure if he got sucked through the portal or if he made it out, but he didn't make it out. Very nice play there by the Giannis. It looks like he could die himself. Baiting so very well for the Serket as she comes in there and cleans up the Nemesis. Overstaying your welcome, good lady. 11-14 in favor of Team Chaos at 15 minutes and 14 seconds. Still haven't had a Gold Fury or a Fire Giant. No towers down. Currently, mid tower looks like it's about to go down. Apollo taking extra poke there from the Shock over here in the solo lane, because Apollo in solo is definitely a very viable and can be a very useful thing. He's, you know, any kind of ADC with wave clear can actually pull it off. Serket going to go down in the mid lane to the Agni, and then Agni going to clean up the Serket, it seemed. Didn't back up enough to follow that one up, though. Oh, well. Bacchus and Geb gonna have a slap fight. Bacchus looking to clean up this wave. Wants to get that experience. Trying to tank as much as he can. He doesn't want to lose any gold if he can help it. Whacking them off one at a time. Not quite the wording I should have used, but still, it got the point across. He's really trying to save that tower. If those minions got to the tower, they would be very detrimental to it, and it looks like it is going to go down to this wave, though. Jan's going to be pushing it in. Not even bothering. Looks like they're going to start at the Gold Fury. Minion's going to take that mid tower, though. Over here in the left lane, looks like they're looking for a pick on a Nemesis, possibly? No. Thor under tower. Very, very tough spot. Ooh, lands the stun and the volley. No more follow-up on that, though. Agni over here, looking for mids. Looking to stay alive himself. Serket hanging out in the winds. She really wants a gank on this Agni again. But instead, she's going to head on over right to help the Shock, who is currently under attack by 2. Giannis just arrived, misses his unstable vortex on top of Apollo. It goes right around him, but Shock to turn around. Will they be able to clean up the Nemesis? Oh my goodness, this is so close. Everybody's very low. Apollo pretty low. Nemesis not as bad as the rest, but still could be a lot healthier. Agni rotating on over now, but he won't be there in time, so he opts to go back into the mid. Will Apollo and Nemesis be able to take out this tower? Oh, Shock teleporting in. Because he has that. He has just level 1 teleport currently. He really wants that tower to stay alive. Really wants that tower. So we don't know if he's going to go into teleport to towers or teleport to people, possibly. It's a, you know, possibly a viable meta. Right now, Nemesis dropping the blue for the Apollo. Very nice of her. Serket looking for some counter jungling, possibly. Maybe looking to catch out the Nemesis. Nemesis 1 level ahead of Serket, so very good play on her part. There's the dive, possibly. Apollo running not towards his tower. Instead, he is going to be quite dead. Quite dead from the Shock and Serket. I'm not sure why he was running towards the wall, honestly. Maybe he lagged out for a second, but this could cost them their right tower, as there is 2 here, and Serket's burst is just unreal. If they can catch that Agni, he is going to be very dead. But Agni going to use his dash as that right tower goes down. Ooh! Who just got there? Giannis got there. Agni must have gotten hit by an unstable vortex. Oh, he cost his own life when he used that bomb. If he just kept running, he might have been able to make it away, but Shock already had his. Oh my god, Nemesis is wrecked. Wrecked! Now it's 5-on-2 in the mid lane. Sorry, 4-on-2. Ullr's over there soloing the Gold Fury because why not? As everybody else rotates over for Gold Fury. So this could be a free Gold Fury for Team Chaos, but Bacchus is still alive, and they get it anyway. So Bacchus is just going to possibly toss out his life if he gets caught out by the Serket here. Madness. Ooh, Geb blinks into an ultimate. Bacchus. Belly flop available. Oh my god, so much damage already at half health. Serket following it up. Bacchus ultimate being used, and instead Bacchus will go down to what looked like 2 hits from Serket. Apollo flying on in, landing, but he doesn't really do any damage. Unable to follow that up. Oh my god. They just collapsed. That was amazing play there by Team Chaos. They were just all up on top of that. Ullr's going to get that left tower for free. This looks like it's going to be a victory for Chaos right off the bat, if you ask me. But Order can still win out. It can be tough, but they can do it. Beats 3 coming out now on the Giannis. Looks like he wants to make sure that he doesn't get stopped up by the Apollo, Agni, or Nemesis. Also, he has got the blink. Question is he going to build it into a combat blink or a regular blink? I guess it depends on how the game continues to go. If he keeps having trouble, he's probably going to build that into a combat blink so that way he can get out of any unappealing situations. Agni going to get this right camp. But right now, Giannis definitely has the clear lead over the Agni. Agni 2 levels behind Giannis with the gold lead as well. There's about a 6,000 gold difference between the 2 teams. Chaos in the lead. Bacchus getting caught out here in the jungle a little bit. Is he going to rotate right on over to Ull? As Geb's going to come over here and knock him towards Ullr. Ullr looking to engage. The ultimate being used by Geb. Right on the edge. Ooh, there it is. Lands the volley. Bacchus ultimate being used, trying to save his own booty. But instead he's going to turn around because Nemesis is here. Agni and Thor. Looks like Thor is looking to go back. Because he doesn't want any part of that. Says, no thank you, sir. Over here in the right lane, Apollo taking a lot of damage from Shock. Shock definitely winning out this lane hard. Got 4 levels on the Apollo. Apollo's just so squishy in this solo. I think that's one of his main problems, is that it's just he can't take the punishment. Shock going so hard under that tower. Serket makes it away ever so slightly. Bach is looking for the belly flop. Thor going up into the air. Giannis is available to get picked. Will Thor up to land on anybody? Did he already land? I think he... Nope, he did not. Where did he go? He landed right back down. He's looking for the Uhl. Unable to find the double hammer toss. Instead, Uhl's going to turn around, hit him with the axe. Looking for the volley. Doesn't quite get it, but is able to follow it up in the end. And on the right side, Apollo trying to get on out of there. He's under his tower and just said, like, screw this, I'm out. He flies on home. And Shock and Uhl going to be over here on the right side, just clearing out the minions so the other minions can take the tower by themselves. Uhl going to go over here, clear out this right tower. They definitely can do this. Then they're going to probably focus their attention to the fire giant once this right tower is down and everybody gone back to heal by and meet up at fire giant. Serket has already begun it. Not putting out a ton of damage on it at the moment, but with the Thor and Agni down, it's a pretty safe bet. All Shock's got to do is zone. They did leash it, though. Nemesis going on to the Shock. Doing a lot of damage. Shock trying to get on out of there. There's Serket. Look at what she can do. Not quite able to clean up the Nemesis. Nemesis barely stays alive. Avoids the unstable, or the space and through space and time by trying to turn around and land a kill. But, oh my god, the blink profits for Giannis as he blinks in and gets the kill. Nemesis now down. Apollo looking very lackluster and under health as he is being forced to back up. But Geb could go in there looking for the rollout, trying to hit him. Unable to do so. Shock just going to take that blue. Be happy. Uhl going back, though. It's all going to kind of hinge around in this right jungle for a while. Until that fire giant's gone, everybody and their mother is going to be hanging out over here. Oh, I need a sip. Geb getting stunned out by the Bacchus. Apollo looking, they're trying to secure their own red buff, but just the map control by Giannis. Oh my goodness, Giannis using his portal, trying to get as close as he can. But Apollo on spot on with his mesmerize, will able to get on out of there. Ooh, looks like he's going to start up the fire giant. If they have pushed order team back as pretty much under their tier 2 in mid, is Ooh not going to start it yet. I think what they're really looking for is a good pick. If they can pick up a Bacchus or pretty much anybody, that'll secure the fire giant for them for sure. Wow, there's a lot of damage on top of Agni. 1/3 of his health with a single unstable vortex. There's Shock going into the tower. Is he going to use his ultimate? There goes through space and time, but isn't going to land on top of anybody. Kind of a shot in the dark there. Bacchus jumping on in, using his ultimate. Wow, it looks like Serket went down. Uhl goes down now. Will Apollo be able to stay alive? Under tower, Shock taking the damage. He was looking for the Agni. Can Order turn this around? Apollo chasing the Shock. Witchblade working its magic on the Apollo. Ooh, Apollo's going to be forced to disengage. Geb now going back because he has too low health to do anything about it. Are they going to try and rush his fire giant down real quick? Healthy enough to really do it. Bacchus there, so they do have the Hog 3. The Bacchus is going to start it. Apollo's going to try and burn it down as well as Thor. They are working hard and fast. Shock coming back over, though. He is a half health. He's got to do something about this. They're going to turn their attention to Shock, and they're going to look for a pick. Berserker Barrage is going to clean that up, but they're taking a lot of damage from that lava. Body blocking happened by the Agni. Bull Bacchus, he'll have to hang out on the whispering edges to try and land the Hog. There he goes, the belly flop, and the Hog. They secure it. Geb coming in from the side. Will he have anything to be able to clean this up? Are they going to be able to find the Bacchus? Geb? No, they clean up the Geb before he's able to do anything. Bacchus on just a smidge of health. Order looking to bring this back right now as they do secure the fire giant. And now they're going to be backing and looking for other things to do while we go and follow Serket here in the jungle. Wow. Quite a game, quite a game. Will Team Chaos throw out the lovely throws. The fist being used, the Aegis being used, but Agni will survive. Oh my god, the Agni survives with the Aegis and picks up the Serket with Apollo's help. Fantastic play by the two of them. Nemesis is going to be going for her move speed. They need to group up and start using this fire giant for something useful like pushing down a tower since they only have one down. And they don't have any of their tier 1s left, and they're even missing their tier 2 on their right. So they got to get to the pushing, or else this game is still not going to be of any use to a victory. Thor looking at the Uhl, at the Gold Fury, lands the stun. Nemesis jumping in, and Uhl jumps over the wall. Thor following suit and uses the Berserker Barrage to follow that up with the kill. A surrender vote has started Who is looking to surrender? Is it actually Team Chaos? Is this going to be a turnaround? Are we going to see the Order team take the victory here? They have definitely closed the gap. Looking at our graph, you can see there is a huge bowl in which Chaos was in the lead, but now Order is coming back. They would like to bring Order back from the Chaos. Taking that mid tower, they're going to be pushing here onto the Phoenix. Will the surrender vote go through? Is the question. I don't think it will. They need to go and clean up these left towers if they really want to continue their map control. The tier 1s really don't lend to map control. You got to get those tier 1s cleaned up, because if they can just go and hide in a tower that's even full health, then it's just, you know, makes it safer to go out and farm. But now, with Order taking down these towers, they're going to have much better map presence. The wards are everywhere. You can see great warding, got wards all in the jungle throughout this left side. They know exactly where they are. Chaos forced the turtle up under the tower. They just want to try and wait out that fire giant buff. And Order's going to back off. They need to go back and buy. They did just get a big chunk of gold from all of that pushing, so good on them for that. Is Nemesis going to get caught here, though? Oh, they're going to turn it around on top of the shock. The ultimate being used by Bacchus as well, as Nemesis's protections are down. Through space and time is in effect, but looks like they will just disengage. Bacchus trying to get out of there as fast as he can. Thor landing, very nice. Uses his hammer throw, is able to pick up one. Will he be able to pick up two? He does pick up two. They get the Ool and the Geb. Looking for Shirket with the Bacchus Belch. This is quite the turnaround. Only 2 kill difference with a 1k lead for Team Order. Wow, what exactly happened here? I think it's had to be that fire giant is the best way I could describe that. It was great. They had some great picks, some misplays there by the Chaos team where it came to going a little too far. They had this in the bag. All they had to do was keep pushing, and then they let this fire giant thing just really get the best of them, where they're like, we have to take the fire giant. Shock goes down in a fury of arrows and fire, and the mid Phoenix will also go down. My goodness, now they're going to go clean up this right side tower. Nemesis heading towards the move speed. They do want to clear out the jungle, get all the money and experience they can. Apollo looks like he's just going to try and tank it himself. Going to go clean up this wave, push up minions. Giannis over there to try and support it. Chaos team's got to be a little bit frustrated right now. Doing so well in the early game, and Shirket just getting wrecked by Nemesis there in the jungle. Apollo, you can find it, not quite. Not quite. Instead, Apollo's now caught out. He's going to be using his ultimate to get scot-free. He's not going to follow up the Giannis. He's going to get on out of there. Helicopter, take me home, because home is their spec camp harpies. Nemesis taking out the tier 2 on the right side, adding to the pool that is the Order's money bags. They are just rolling in gold now. Witchblade finished on top of the lovely Geb. So is that 2 Witchblades? It is. They really want to shut down the attack speed that is on the Order team. Giannis using his portal, getting through. Gonna try and save this tier 2 tower. Apollo pushing it up. Box looking for a belly flop. Will one happen? Geb blinking in. Axe. Everybody using everything, but unable to find the Apollo. Still full health. Thor pushing up the right lane. Looks like he's trying to get a little bit more money. He's going to be going back. What is Thor going to be picking up is the question. Thor does have still that heavy hammer, boots, Jotuns, Titan's Bane, and Chin Size. Now he's going for a Magi's Blessing. Very nice pickups there by the Thor. Good build. Very damaging on somebody like him, who is a very mage. A lot of people like to call him a physical mage because he uses his spells primarily. You don't do a whole lot of auto attacking as a Thor. If you do, it's just because you've run out of spells and you have nothing else to do, and nobody else there to support you. Fire Giant is now back up. The dance for the Fire Giant has begun. The wards are down. It looks like Order is just going to go ahead and start it. They do have a ward out there to see them coming in. Nemesis going on the Giannis as fast as she can. Fire Giant is taken by Team Order. Thor up into the air immediately. He's going to land right on top of these guys here in the jungle. Has he landed yet? No, he doesn't. There he goes. I didn't even see where he went. There he goes. He went on top of the Shirket, looking for the Shirket. Gets 1, 2. Whoa, Shirket still alive. There he goes. The poison's going to kill the Thor, though. So that is a 4-for-1 trade in favor of Order. And Giannis blinks over, tries to get a bunch of damage. Oh my god, did you see that play? Giannis blinked over, used his unstable vortex to try and lay out some damage, and then used his portal to get back through the wall. They're just going to go ahead and burn down this Titan. Giannis has to try and get back there. He's going to be able to do it. He just got back. Bacchus is probably going to take this Titan to oblivion, and he does. Bacchus goes down there trying to get this Titan down as fast as they can, and they're going to be able to burn it. It is going to be a victory for Team Order. Oh my god, the deicide has happened. They take out the Giannis, and that is that. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Now, I want to know from you guys, what league do you think these guys were in? Because I'm going to spoil it right now. I'm going to spoil it right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because it was Masters. This was Masters League, if you were curious. My God. My God, man. Thank you all so very much for joining me for this lovely episode. Gold 2, Silver 5. I see the... That's fun to see you guys picking that. That is just fun. Just fun. So it was Masters. It was Masters. Thank you all so very much for joining me for this episode of What League Is It Anyway? Where the meta is made up and the points don't, and the tribute points don't matter.